Hello guys, welcome to another music production breakdown video. My name is Thampy and today we are breaking down Nahi by Janisht, Joshi and myself. The intro we have just the guitar and Janish humming this melody. There's this very eerie sounding double that goes with it. It's just the same thing he's humming but tuned a little harder with pitched up, form and down and a few effects. It's also, I've just pushed it. I love using this Logic plugin called sample delay. You can just nudge an audio ahead. Like this is just no feedback. It's not delay in the regular sense, just like literal delay. And you can just nudge the file by a few milliseconds.
चाहतों से भागे जब है ये नजारे संग मरे न भी पुकारे अब दो लोग बेढंग
Verse 1 just kept very simple. It's got Janish in the center and the guitar that was in the intro. Now there's two guitars on either side instead of just one in the center. So it goes from this in the intro, slightly pan to the left, into these wide DT guitars. And accompanying that is just a pad, very minimal, just to set the ambience. And then a few more layers, just very subtle. Next part, bass guitar, electric guitar, and some drums enter. The idea with these drums was just to keep it very minimal. We're kind of going for like a 60s psychedelic soft rock kind of a sound. So just very soft. I think even the snare is panned to the side. You know how in a lot of the old Beatles song you'll hear all the drums on one side, hard pan, and the vocals on the other side. So it's like a very subtle influence of that happening with just the snare panned slightly to one side. We have the snare panned to the right, but we have a stereo delay on it. So you hear the delay effect on the left as well. Another objective of these drums was kind of to mislead the listener because, I mean, if you've heard the song, you'll know that the chorus is much heavier and in a totally different space. It becomes like a rock song in the chorus. The idea with the first verse was to kind of have it be different so that there's a bigger impact when the chorus hits. One of my favorite parts of the chorus is the riser that leads into it. Check this out. I think this just sets the tone for the kind of energy and chaos that's coming in the chorus. And yeah, I think if I can find the original file, it was just this synth. This is a Moog emulation from Arturia or Arturia, however you say it. And it was just that very nasty, harsh kind of a sound. I just have a tremolo going with it and a fade in. This automated the rate of the tremolo, so it keeps getting more and more chaotic. Back to silence. So yeah, there's a lot of electric guitars. We have the drums and bass as well with it. But yeah, let's check out the electric guitar layers in the chorus. Again, starting with just one guitar layer, hard panned left, and when the drums enter, we have all of the layers coming in. My favorite electric guitar layer is probably this one. I was so happy when I played this part. It's like a power chord, but also going into the 7th fret harmonic. And I think the song is in F sharp. And I think the song is in G sharp, so I had to use a capo and whatnot to make the harmonics work. But it sounds really sharp, it just cuts through. Some more layers. I think it's like power chords here. Octaves. These are octaves. Higher octave. Harmony. Now, second verse, we have another genre shift in the second verse. It goes into like a very electronic, almost techno kind of a space. My favorite change in this part is to do with the vocal processing. The chorus starts with a very dry vocal, janisht all the way in front, no reverb on the vocals. And this part we have more reverb coming in. Also a lot more distortion in the vocals in the chorus. Just check out the difference in vocal effects in the second verse. It has these really wide delays. I would say it's actually very Billie Eilish inspired, the second verse, in terms of the vocals. We also have in the drums 4 on the floor kicks to bring us into that electronic feeling, accompanied by a bunch of synths and bass, all synth bass. So let's check this out. These are just going on the offs. It sounds like it's sidechained, but I've just played it on the offs. This is another bass layer, heavily sidechained to the kick. This layer is also another synth, heavily sidechained to the kick. After some time, we have these synths coming in. Now we have a lot more percussions going on. Yeah, so we have the kick still going constant. We have some snap layers, but there's like a lot of reverb going on the snaps. Panned, they're also panned opposite directions. One more snap hit. All of these are very, very reverbed out, wet, very spacey. Along with that, we have these 808 toms. I love 808 toms. One more tonal percussion bit here. pretty sure I had to tune this one to bring it to key. We have one more percussion loop. So you noticed all the percussions heavily lack highs. I've put a lot of high cuts on these percussions. Again, I think inspired by Billie Eilish and Phineas's production, where a lot of the music is in the low end and just the vocals sit in the higher frequencies. Another fun thing is this percussion loop is only starting in the second half of the verse, but I'm pretty sure I've used the same loop as a transition effect. It's the same loop, but I think it's pitched down later on in the song, and we've put a different kind of reverb on it. It just leads into the verse, and later on comes in full-fledged. We also have this really cool stack in the second verse. These are all janisht vocals. Let's take out the processing and hear what's actually going on. Yeah. Just like but some of them have been form and shifted much higher. And what do we have going on? We have this filter freak. I love this plugin. Followed by some reverb and a sidechain effect. Yeah, I love that. Again, I love using vocals even if they don't necessarily sound like vocals. I think if you heard this, you might think it's just a pad or from some synth, but I think using a real recording makes it a lot more human and adds so much character. Another fun fill in the verse. And that does a bit more of a role leading into the chorus. Automated the drive to make it sound angrier. Similar to the last chorus with all the guitar layers and everything, there's a few differences. Mostly that there are all these organ layers in the second chorus. Bringing them up slowly in level and also automating the drive on it. Apart from that, we also have this crash. It's another fun thing I like to do, just adding delays to crashes, especially like a ping pong delay. It ends with this fun game effects. And there you have it. That's a music production breakdown of Nahi by Janisht Joshi and myself. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one.